Pandahall presents How to Make Delicate Beading Forever Bracelet with Glass Beads and Pearl Beads. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a delicate beading bracelet with glass beads and pearl beads. So, let's get started. You're going to need a lobster clasp, 8mm white round pearl beads, 6mm white round pearl beads, and 4mm white round pearl beads, 3mm tiger wire, 4mm brass round beads, iron jump rings, 6mm light green beads, 2mm red seed beads, 2mm yellow seed beads, scissors, and chain nose pliers. Now let's get started. Trim off a proper length of tiger wire. And then slide beads according to the following sequence: a green glass bead, a yellow seed bead, a 4mm white pearl bead, a yellow seed bead, a light green bead, a red seed bead, and then tread one side of the wire through that red seed bead. Now slide a red seed bead, a light green bead, a yellow seed bead, a 4mm white pearl bead, and a yellow seed bead onto one side of the wire. You will then thread it through the next light green bead and red seed bead. You are now going to repeat the above step 4 times. Once you have finished doing this 4 times, we'll add a red seed bead onto the wire and thread the other side of the wire through it. Now, thread the right wire through the next glass bead. Slide 2 yellow seed beads, a 4mm white pearl bead onto the wire. Then thread it through the opposite glass bead. Continue to thread the wire through the next red seed bead and slide a 6mm white pearl bead on both sides of the wire. Then thread both of them through the next light green bead. Now slide 2 4mm brass beads, an 8mm white pearl, and a glass bead on both sides of the wire. Now slide a red seed bead, a glass bead, 2 yellow seed beads, a 4mm white pearl bead onto the right wire, and thread it through the previous glass bead and the red seed bead. Now slide a red seed bead, a light green bead, a yellow seed bead, a 4mm white pearl bead, and a yellow seed bead onto the wire. Then thread it. Then thread it through the next light green glass bead and red seed bead as you did before. Now you're going to repeat the same step as in step 8 4 times. Once you have repeated this pattern 4 times, add a red seed bead onto the wire and thread the other side of the wire through it. Now we're going to complete the flower like we did before. So thread the wire through the next glass bead and slide 2 yellow seed beads, a 4mm white pearl bead on the wire. And then thread it through the opposite glass bead. Now slide a 6mm white pearl bead onto both sides of the wire. and thread both of them through the next light green seed bead and white pearl yellow seed beads. Great, you're going to make another 4 beading flowers in exactly the same method that we have made these. When you're finished, combine these 2 beading flowers and the other 4 by threading both sides of the wire through 1 glass bead. Now you need to make another 2 beading flowers in the exact same way. Right, now we're going to finish the ends. Hang a jump ring and a lobster clasp on one side of the bracelet, and then hang a jump ring on the other side of the bracelet. You're going to trim off other pieces of the tiger wire and thread it through the beaded on the pendant part. And then add some 4mm white pearls to both sides of the wire. After you have beaded enough length, thread the wire through the next glass bead and trim off any excess wire. Just cut off the excess wire and you have finished this beaded flower bracelet. This beaded flower bracelet is a stunning addition to summer dresses and evening outfits. We hope you can have a try. For more free Pandahall beading video tutorials, just stay tuned.